So starting on our hands and knees, stepping both feet back into plank and then lifting the hips and squeezing the heels back. Have a nod, have a shake of the heads. Paddle through those feet, movement through the hips, maybe bending through the elbows. Feeling a little bit of fluidity as you move in this down dog. Take a nice long breath in. A long breath out, bring those heels to stillness. Your next breath in, your right leg lifts. Bring the knee to the chest. Drop down onto your left knee and step your right foot through. Sink the hips and tuck the back toes. Then walk the hands back towards that left knee and the right toes back to the shins. Hips stay neutral in the centre of the mat. Walk the hands back towards that right foot, tuck the back toes under. Step onto the right foot, lift that leg high. Gaze back towards the back of the mat. Try and lift that left leg as high as you can without turning through the hips. Hold it there in that space for a breath. Then slowly bend into that right knee, send the left toes back. Reach up with that right leg. Bring the right foot to meet the left. Take a paddle of those feet. Nod and shake of the head. Bring those heels back to stillness. Your left leg lifts. Bring that knee to the chest. Come down onto that right knee as you step your left foot through. Sink the hips forward towards that left heel. Untuck the back toes. Walk the hands back towards that right knee, left toes back to the shins. Walk the hands back towards that left foot, tuck your back toes under, lift the back knee. Step onto that left leg as your right leg lifts. Gaze back towards the back of the mat. Lift that leg a little higher if you can. Then bend into that left knee, step your right foot back. Lift your left leg up to the ceiling. Bring it back to meet the right. Take a paddle of the feet and a nod and shake of the head. Bring the heels to stillness. We're going to add on to that flow. Right leg lifts. Bring the knee to the chest. Drop down onto that left knee as you step your right foot through. Sink the hips towards that right heel and tuck the back toes. Send the hips back towards that left knee and your right toes back to the shins. Walk the hands back towards that right foot, tuck the back toes under, lift the back knee, hop onto that right foot as you lift that left leg high. Take a bend into your right knee, your left knee comes behind and dip. And then lift back up with that left leg. 2 more of those, bend your right knee, left knee behind the right foot. Then lift that left leg. Jiva squats, 1 more on this side. And then lift up with that left leg. Bend into your right knee, step your left foot back. Right leg lifts up to the ceiling. Bring it back to meet the left. Take a paddle of the feet. Same on the other side. Breath in, left leg lifts. Breath out, bring the knee to the chest, drop the right knee to the floor, step your left foot through. Untuck the back toes, drop the hips towards that left heel. Then walk the hands back towards that right knee, left toes back to the shins. Walk the hands back to the front of the mat, tuck the back toes under, lift the back knee, hop onto that left foot, right leg lifts. Jiva squats 3 times, so bring your right knee behind the back of the left foot and bend the left knee. Right leg lifts, 2 more. Bend into the knee and lift. And 1 more, bend into that knee and lift. Bend the left knee, step your right toes back, plant the hands, the left leg lifts. Bring it back to meet the right, take a paddle of the feet. So we're going to add something else onto the end of that flow. On your breath in, your right leg lifts. Bring the knee to the chest. Drop the left knee down. Step your right foot through. Untuck the back toes. Let the hips drop to the right heel. Walk the hands back. Right toes back towards the shins. Centralise the hips. Walk the hands back towards that right foot. Tuck your back toes under. Lift the back knee. Step onto the right foot. Lift that left leg, 3 Jiva squats, bend down and lift. Left knee behind the right foot and lift. This time as the left knee comes down to the outside edge of the right foot, let the hips drop down. Both hips grounded, sit bones grounded, reach up with the left hand. Bring that left elbow around the right knee, rotate to the right. Breathe in, elongate, breathe out and rotate. Then turn the shoulders back to the front of the mat. Step back onto that right foot, raise that left leg. Let that left foot come to the back of the mat. Raise the right leg to the ceiling. Bring it back to meet the left. Take a paddle of the feet. So one more time on the left side, adding that rotated seat into the mix. Breath in, left leg lifts. Breath out, bring the knee to the chest, drop the right knee to the floor, step the left foot through. Drop the hips towards the left heel and tuck the back toes. Walk the hands back towards that right knee and squeeze the left toes back to the shin. Walk the hands back forward, tuck the back toes under, lift the back knee. Hop onto that left foot as your right leg lifts. Jiva squats, right knee behind the back of the left foot. Raise back up. And again, squat. And raise back up. One more squat. This time plant the bum to the floor, sit bones grounded. Reach up with the right hand, hook the right elbow around the left knee. Left hand behind, breathe in, elongate. Breathe out and rotate. Using that momentum of the breath. Hips stay nice and grounded. And forward to that short edge. Bring the shoulders back around. Plant the hands at the front. Step back onto that left leg. Right leg lifts. Bend into that left leg. Step the right foot back. Breath in, left leg lifts. Breath out, meet the right. Take a paddle of the feet. And a nod and shake of the heads. This time we're just going to try and do a little bit of balance on those standing splits. So just raise the right leg up to the ceiling. Bring the knee to the chest. This time keep the back knee lifted if you can as you step your right foot through. Step onto your right leg and lift your left leg up. Maybe take one hand around the right ankle. Maybe you can find a balance by taking the left hand away. Balancing on that standing right leg, lifting the left leg as high as you can. Focal point down to the toes or to the back of the mat. Then release the hands to the floor. Step your left foot back. Raise your right leg. Bring it back to meet the left. So that last standing split balance on the left side if you wish. Left leg lifts. Bring that knee to the chest. Gaze in between the hands. Step your left foot through. Step onto your left foot. Raise that right leg up high. Gaze back to the back of the mat or the toes. Maybe take your left hand around the left ankle. Maybe your right hand to join. Keeping that right leg lifted, that focal point onto the floor or the back of the mat. Finding that balance on that standing left leg. Release the hands back to the floor, step your right foot back. Raise that left leg. Bring it back to meet the right. Just take a little vinyasa of your choice. Forward to plank, inhale. Release to the floor or a hover. Straight bodies or dropping the knees. Push into the hands, lift up the chest. Release the chest down. Tuck under the toes. Bring the chest back to the thighs. Push into the hands, push into the feet. Lift up the hips, squeeze the heels back. Come down onto the knees, untuck the toes, seat to the feet. Take a breath in, raise the hands to the ceiling. On your out breath, bring the hands to the chest. Take a breath in and out. Namaste.